The following may contain language and subject matter which is not appropriate for all audiences. Hey everybody. Thank you for joining us once again here on the Low Fact Podcast. It is hotter than hell out here in SoCal, even though it's coming up close to Christmas and New Year's.
It is not hotter than hell.
Well, it's not that cold. Anyway, I'm here with the usual folks, Matt, Andy, and for some reason Andy sounded like a cow, but I'm not gonna go into that. Once again, nobody probably has anything to talk about.
Actually, I have a question for you guys about creativity.
Okay.
And your opinion on it. There's that weird stigma with creative people that the best are also had a fucked up life or things like that. It's very common with comedians.
Oh, like for the comedians to have a real messed up life.
Like a real messed up life, and then but they're really funny out of it.
You know what? Every freaking comedian says that. Like, they're like, oh, if you have a normal upbringing, you can't be like a comedian.
I don't think that's true, because Jerry Seinfeld didn't have a horrible life.
He's not very funny either.
Damn, all right, we're going opinionated. All right, whether we think he's funny or not, he's still as successful as a comedian. Whether we like him or not. He has money, he has a lot of shows, and he's done very well in Hollywood. With a normal life.
That wasn't the point, was it?
No. Well, I'm just saying, do you think you need a fucked up background to succeed in the creative field, whether it's comedy or acting or anything like that?
No, you have to. No, not at all.
Do you think it helps?
No.
I think it helps.
Think it does help?
To be a little bit
twisted?
I think the really, really, really good actors and the really, really good comedians might have a bit of that going on.
I think there's a little truth to it. I don't think there's as much weight as they put onto it. Like, if you didn't have a domestic or an abusive parent, then you're never going to be funny. Like, I don't know if that's true.
I think maybe if you've experienced some kind of abuse, it might send you in that direction of like wanting other people to, reinforce your view of yourself or whatever. That might be the attention seeking thing. Maybe
that doesn't necessarily come from abuse, though,
doesn't it?
That's like a narcissistic trait.
I think you're trying to put a pretty broad definition on abuse. I mean, if you got a kid that's got a bunch of siblings and this kid pretty much knows that each parent favors his other siblings, then he might try to be a little bit more stand-outish to get some attention. But is the fact that you're not your parent's favorite abuse? I don't think so.
I don't think that would be abuse. Kind of fucked up, and not abuse.
Well, that's not fucked up at all, dude. I mean, why would you?
I know favoritism's a thing, but you're not supposed to tell them, well, at least till later.
You never tell your kids that, but I mean, unless you're a stupid child, you
figure it out.
Yeah, you know.
Well, the child figures it out, but the second they hear from the parent and they're really reassured of it, that's the fucked up part.
The parents,
you can guess and...
Dude, the parent's never going to say it.
Hopefully.
No, the parent's never going to say it.
Yeah, they never do.
What do you mean, hopefully? They're just not going to say it.
There's some fucked up parents that I'm pretty sure they would. Like, a parent would never do horrible things. Everyone's like, oh, a mother would never do a horrible thing to the child. There are terrible mothers in the news all the time.
Yeah, that's in the news. It's so fucking rare. They're going to put it in the news and tell everybody about it.
But when does it happen? Not every fucking parent.
No one disagreed with you.
Oh, okay, then we're good.
Why are you trying to make a point out of something that isn't even there?
Because I think this topic's not going as long as I want it to.
It'll go long. It'll go long enough.
I feel like it was already dying. I was like, shit, all right, let's argue for no reason.
It'll go long enough, but you don't need to sit there and try to manufacture stuff.
Oh, I'm definitely trying. It's not working. It's going.
That seems to be a thing with you.
You got to try.
That's actually kind of like where it gets quite entertaining. When you guys
starts to fall.
When David just slaps everybody down for like interjecting things.
What is this slapping down? I'm not slapping anybody down.
Now you're instigating.
You're doing more slapping down now than you used to.
Well, I figure
it's like you turned over a new leaf.
I figure you bitches can take it, but if you can't, I'll do something different.
Not at all.
Oh, we can take it all right.
Get behind this and do it.
What, you said like Tina Turner? Come on, hit me again. This time put some stank on it.
That's a way more fucked up line than anyone wants to admit.
Oh, maybe with the comedians, it's about like them kind of being the whole group thing. They're like they have to say, "Oh,
we're all fucked up.
We're
together.
this fucked up, hard done by group."
Maybe it's part of their shtick, or like.
It could be, but to answer your question, I don't think that you need any kind of. Number one, I don't think your abilities or your talent really kind of dictates how far or how successful you're going to be.
True.
I think that's just a lie that the successful people tell.
It's definitely something I never really believed 100%.
And it might not be a lie. I mean, every successful person says that thing, and they probably believe that they worked really hard and harder than everybody else and was better than everybody else to get it. Because supposedly, people feel really guilty if they get shit for no reason. I don't know why.
I have never felt that.
Yeah, I think those people are dumbasses.
Never felt that.
If you're like, I don't deserve this, but no shit, nobody deserves anything. Why are you sitting there talking about how you need to deserve this, deserve that? But anyway, to answer my interjection onto Andy's question is no. I don't think you need to be anything to be successful. I don't think any entertainer's life story, history of what is it, being ignored, abused, whatever. Okay, back up. So your question is, do you think you have to be super talented to get super successful?
No.
Or was that?
My question was more: does emotional abuse at a young age help the super talented because they were abused, or was it the fact that they just worked so hard they got the talent regardless of what their background story was?
Potentially. I mean, I think people overcoming things at a young age helps for various things.
Maybe sets them up to become hard workers later on.
Well, no, it just kind of sets up certain personality traits.
We're more resilient, maybe maturing at a younger age due to certain situations.
Nobody knows.
There's a lot of different factors. It was just something I was curious about.
Well, now I'm curious. Why did you think of that?
No, because I was watching. I forgot what the comedian's name was, an interview, and they were talking about that. Like, only the fucked up ones do really well. And
actually, a lot of them do that.
A lot of them do,
as their shtick, with their in their routines too. Like they always say that.
Well, what's her face? Tina Fey did that when she was getting the Mark Twain Award.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
Well, she said she's like they say that a person has to go through a lot of unfavorable things in their domestic life growing up to become really good comedians. And I just have to say to my family, what the hell did you guys do to me? I'm getting a Mark Twain prize. So I thought that was pretty funny. But I always liked Tina Fey.
She is funny. I do like her. But, yeah.
She seems pretty normal.
She's one of those people that got thinner as she got older.
Not her ass.
Well, you should have seen her when she was in her 20s doing
Really?
the Second City stuff.
Did she have the
She's hot.
badonkadonk?
I don't know. I think my version of Badonkadonk is not as gadonk as yours.
Oh. There's more donk in yours than yours.
There's more donk in mine. Or donk.
I don't like where this is going anymore. This is getting kind of gross.
So we've gone with Andy's topic, and as with many things in Andy's life, it was quite short and unfulfilling.
Sorry to any girl I'm going to meet in the future.
So, thank you very much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, thanks for tuning in to Low Fat Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Just search Low Fact. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/lowfactpodcast. If you want to chat to us, send us some comments, or have us talk about some things, just send an email to lowfatpodcast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on our Twitter and Instagram pages at Low Fat Podcast. And also check out Andy's pages where he mixes our beats, Twitter and Instagram @FantasyBeat, and you can also find his wicked ass shit on SoundCloud at Artificial.